Hey, once again, it's your boy Day for Triple D Gaming coming at you with another map making stream video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, ladies and gents. Finally. Done with that truck. I literally just pulled it down off the jack stands, took it for a test drive. And man, it was a long 2 weeks almost? This is crazy. But Jody, how's it going? Jody. Alright. It's about time. Man, that took forever. It was problem after problem, let me tell you. Then after the problem came another problem. But, yeah, we're back to this, so let's have a problem with this. I like having problems on here better. Yeah, boy. Alright. I did get some work done to the map, though, so that's a plus. Actually started painting the needles around here. This is actually full of trees here, too. I just have them invisible right now so we can paint down the forest needles. It looks good. Thank you. Yeah, this is awesome. It's awesome to be back. Yeah, boy. So, I was tinkering around here, trying to figure out what I could do to actually make it look like you was driving through the mud. And I came up with some mud splatter, but I gotta figure out how to get it to work when you drive through it. Look at that. Yep. But, yeah, that's a dud right now. But I was tinkering with it a little bit. What else? We got some stumps. Joel. Yeah, we back. It's great. Yeah, like I was telling Jody, dude, I literally just pulled. I even had to call off work today to get it finished. But I literally just pulled it down off the jack stands, took it for a little test drive. After a few problems. Yeah, that was like the third test drive, but I finally got it. Thankfully. It was driving me nuts. Oh, I was messing around here too, guys. I was thinking about maybe tapping into this water here and have it run all the way down. And then somehow get it to flow down these rocks. How sweet would that be? Look, I put a little bit there, and then I don't know, I might take it out, but yeah, I was messing with that as well. But like I said, this is full of trees right here. They're just invisible right now, so we can get our forest needles painted down. You know what I don't like about it? Your trees don't reflect off the water. So even with all the trees in there, they do not reflect off the water. The only thing you see is the ground. It will not reflect the trees. Yeah, the real test will be taking it to work tonight. Because I work, I work 3 states away. I have to drive through 2 states to get to work. That's insane. That's why my truck's got over 300,000 miles on it. Oh, look, in game, you can actually fit behind this. And you can go in the tunnel here. In game, it's funny. So, if that water ain't too deep, we might put a collectible in there. Yeah, but like I said, I was debating on running these little falls down over these rocks here. and have it run into the water. We can put little falls all over this thing. The only problem is getting the muddy water to run down here, and then put little pools in the rocks here, and then get it to look like it's actually flowing over the rocks real nice. I think it'll be cool. Um, what was we talking about, Joel? I know, Jody. What will if I bring in the whole transform group? I forget already. My bad. Oh, yeah. I actually got them separated. Um, I mean, I can make the whole group of trees for this area invisible because I'm doing different areas. See, I got inside trees, and then this is the northwest waterfall area. So this will be the trees for the whole waterfall area right here, one group. So I can make that whole thing invisible. But I actually went through and made all the individual ones invisible, so I can do one set of trees at a time because this is pretty full of trees. It'll be hard to paint down that the needles with all the trees in there. So I'm gonna like make these ones visible and then paint them, disappear them, and then make these ones visible and do it like that. Oh, you mean a reflection? All right, so a lot, Jody. We got a lot to do. Yeah, we got a lot to do. We got to finish up this area here, which we're just painting and putting trees down now. So that'll be done. Then we're gonna move on and we're gonna finish up the sawmill. We're gonna put some other sell points and I'm gonna try to get a log splitting station going on too, so you can split logs here as well. I'm gonna try. I'm not guaranteeing it. But we gotta do this area, and then we still got the whole map to form and do what we're gonna do with it. This is still the Elm Creek thing, so I just haven't deleted nothing, just in case I wanted to use some of the stuff. So, but that's what we're doing. We're gonna finish that, and we're gonna start working our way out and forming the map, and we gotta put hills and holes and all kinds of stuff. So we got a lot to do yet. Alright, so if you go in the main map and get entry, tree reflection, assets, say like the beach area, and bring it all in, it should work. What are you talking about in the XML of the map, Joel? Alright, so Oh, you mean if I make them all visible? I'm sorry, Joel, I'm lost right now. Yeah, excited. And tired. And sore. And tired. And excited. And tired. And sore and tired. Oh, wow. You get the Kramer. Good, brother. Yourself? Um, yeah, that's the thing there, Joel. That's the funny part, because, I mean, some of my trees are specialty trees there. um, but these trees I pulled straight from the main game. So, I mean, they should be reflecting. I don't know if these ones are or not, but... yeah, just a shadow from it. But the reflection of the tree isn't there, is it? Sweet. Vacations are always nice. Hey, unless you're laying underneath of a car for the whole thing. Then it's not so nice. Nah, I mean, I didn't take them from a map. I just went and took them from in the actual the main game's file of trees. You know what I'm saying? Just went in there and took the i3D out of the main game. I mean, I would have to go inside the actual map to do that. That's not where I got the trees from in the map. I got them from the actual, just in the game files. So like if you go to import, this is how I got the tree. So if you came up to import and go to import and then just go to the games directory, Steam library, Steam apps, common, FS22, other than the trees that I made or whatever, but then maps, then trees, and then just grab the trees from here. That's where I got the trees from. And grab the tree. I mean, actually, the way I did it is I made a file inside the map, and I grabbed all the trees from the games directory and put them in that file in the map, and then I grabbed them from that file within the map and put them in here. That's how I actually did it. But I didn't just go into the map and take them like that. I just grabbed them from the main directory. Delete. Well, that's the problem. That's the problem, though, because the map don't have the trees we need to use. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have our pines. It doesn't have the spruces. It doesn't have none of these trees. It just has elms. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Tis a mystery right now, I guess. Yeah, I mean, again, it doesn't have the trees that we need. Right now, I got the road covered in trees, and that's just because I made a group of all the trees I may and or may not be using. There's more trees there that are just invisible, and I just laid them all out in the road. That way I can grab what I need. Then when we're done, we'll delete them ones, and then I made a group out of it, and then I copied that group so I can name it something else. Because right now we have this one called Northwest Waterfall Area. So I made another group, and we'll name it something else, and then I just put it over here out of the road. So that way we already have our trees there for the next area. There's some other trees that I want to use. I just threw the basic ones there for right this moment. But yeah, like I said, this is completely covered in trees. It looks amazing. And most logging maps, you'll notice like they use just one kind of tree and just pollute it with that one tree. I didn't do it like that. It's actually a variety of trees. Just like, I mean, there is areas in real life that would be like that, just nothing but one single tree. But yeah, like the woods where I'm from, there's variety of trees, so we'll do different different areas on the map will do different ways, but this area is going to have just variety of trees. Alright, Remy, brother, I appreciate you stopping in anyhow. Good night. Sleep tight. We all appreciate you, brother. Yeah, and I got the little trees here too. It looks good, guys. And then right here, see how I have the tree stumps right here? There's a dead tree laying on the ground right here. Right where that stump is. It like broke off and then boom, it hit the ground. Like I said I was going to do with it. But we got 2 more here. It looks sweet. So, yeah, I made it invisible. That way we can paint our forest needles down under the different trees and then put the ground cover and stuff on there as well. But, right here, I kind of made this little rock formation to tie in with what we painted there. Which it looks good, but it doesn't match the color of this, so we're going to get rid of that formation and then rebuild it with the rocks here that does match. That's why I have those laid out there. But in the meantime, real quick, we're going to finish painting this around the edge here, our forest needles. And then we'll jump over and get the forest needles and the ground cover painted around our trees. Yeah, I just now noticed that whole tree reflecting thing. I'll have to look into it, see what I can do to get them trees to reflect. If I can't get it, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. I ain't too worried about it. I mean, it would be nice if they were reflecting. Yeah, no problem, brother. Thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel and what we is doing here. Don't forget, tell your friends. All right. Yeah, so this weekend I was like, I'm gonna finish up my truck on Friday. I'm gonna have the weekend to work on the map and we can stream and we can get back to it. Well, Friday, I didn't get the truck back together. It was just too much little stuff to put back on and everything was giving me a problem and stuff wasn't wanting to go back on right. And then after I did get it together, I'm like, I'm gonna lose Friday, but at least we'll have the weekend. Then after I did get it together, there was stuff, yeah, it was all bad. I was like, no, I ended up laying underneath this thing for the whole weekend. I was under there on Easter, my birthday. Yeah, I wasn't happy. But I had to get it fixed though. Had to. Yeah, yeah, really. Alright, brother. See, I was debating what to do on this edge over here. Whether I should do it forest ground or just leave it grass. Yeah. Not 100% what I'm gonna do with that yet. we are going to do this forest ground though here. Yeah, and then like I was supposed to work last night, so Sunday, Easter, happy late Easter by the way, everybody. Uh, yeah, I had planned on doing an Easter stream and all that good stuff. That didn't happen. But anyway, uh, so I laid under there all day on Easter. Then I stayed up all night. I was under that thing until like 5 in the morning. Then I went to bed and then woke back up this morning. It was like 9 o'clock, and I've been under it all day today as well. Like I literally just got done before I started the stream. Thankfully. There's still a few things that need fixed, but I just ain't got the money to fix them right now. And it's been over $1,000 fixing everything that I did fix that I didn't have. How you spend money you ain't got? Unfortunately, we did. Appreciate them likes too, guys. Yeah, I don't even know what the other map has, Jewel. I don't even think it has spruce trees like that. I don't even know what kind of trees it has on it. I don't know, I'm gonna do some research on it. See how to get them trees to reflect. Or anything to reflect for that matter. So as far as it moving with the transmission and that, the problem that was there to begin with, why we had to fix it. So it didn't want to move. Like after I got it all together and got it all put back together and got the fluids in it and everything, it just didn't want to move. It got the pedal mashed and it just didn't want to move. And that was just because there wasn't enough fluid in it. So after I got enough fluid in it, it started moving. Then I'm pulling it out of the garage and I hear a bang and I feel something. I'm like, oh no, something in there done broke or something. And then I pull up a little bit more and it did the same thing. I'm like, no. So I got out and I'll tell you what had happened. Yeah, the $9 I just spent on a bottle of transmission fluid, I ran it over. So I had to go up and buy another bottle. But I kept dumping transmission fluid in. I'm like, it says it only takes 5 quarts, but when it's dry, it takes 11 quarts. So, yeah, that's why I just didn't have enough in it. But after I got that in there, but then there was other problems that was occurring that wasn't a problem before. Like when it had broke down, it wasn't a problem that was there to begin with. That had just occurred from the truck sitting in the garage. I don't know how that happens, but it happened. Appreciate that like, guys. one of the problems was when I started it, it didn't want to start. You could hear the starter in there spinning, but it wasn't cranking it. I think because they sold me a flywheel with the teeth on the flex plate flywheel, whatever you want to call it, the teeth on it that butts up with the starter. So when the starter spins, it spins that. The one they sold, it's supposed to be one solid plate with teeth on the edge. Well, the one they sold me had just the teeth welded onto it, just spot welded. I'm like, this is, I wanted to take it back because of that, but I would have had to wait for a new one because I had to wait for that one to begin with. So I thought it was a problem with that, so I pulled the starter back out. I don't know what it actually ended up being. Then the wires on the starter broke. Then I had to fix the wires on that. And then whenever I started it up, it was like fully revved up, like I had my foot on the gas. I'm like, what's going on here? Well, somehow now it's like the throttle cable is too short to actually let the throttle body close. So if the throttle body's wide open, then it's like you have your foot on the gas. And I have no clue how that happens. So I grab a hold, I go inside, and because the cable's on the pedal, I go inside, make sure it's not snagged on anything. I can grab the cable itself and pull it back and forth just fine. It's moving back and forth just fine. But as soon as you hook it up, then it's too short and it holds the throttle wide open. So I put a pair of vice grips on it and just yanked and pulled and yanked and stretched it out a little bit, and then put vice grips on it so it would hold it closed until I got done fixing everything else. Well, by putting the vice grips on it, I guess it stretched it out. It stretched it to where it needed to be. To where the throttle was only open a little bit. I don't know what was going on there, but whenever I get some money, I'm gonna buy a new throttle cable and replace that cable. Yeah, just weird stuff was happening, like stuff that shouldn't have been broke was just breaking, just to give me something else to work on. Yeah, and then when I took it up the road, it's throwing codes like crazy. Prom codes. Multiple misfire. It was misfiring like crazy. Well, my distributor cap, one of the little bolts, it only has two little tiny bolts that holds it on. One of them was snapped off in the distributor, so the distributor was lifting up on the one side, and it was getting moisture in there, running real rough. So I didn't actually fix it. I just put some silicone around it just to stop the moisture from getting into it. So then I get that fixed. Whoa, it's still misfiring. Like I used to whenever I unplugged the yeah, I had to replace both motor mounts too, but whenever I unplugged the spark plugs, I would mark them so I knew where they went. Well, I got to messing with so much, I just knew what the firing order was. Well, this time I just took them off and I laid them up over the engine in the order they went in. Well, somehow when I hooked them back up, they were back. Two of the wires were backwards. Somehow they got crossed over. So I went out there and fixed the firing order, and it seems like all's well. So, but like I said, the real test is driving it clean up to work. Yeah, 3 states away. So we'll really see then. But as of right now, yeah, it seems like everything's running smooth. It's all good. So hopefully it stays that way, and we don't have no more magical pop-ups. Yeah, so eventually I gotta replace that. If I can't get that bolt out of that distributor for that distributor cap, I'll have to replace the whole distributor, or just take the drilled a hole out bigger and just put a bigger bolt in it to hold the distributor cap on. Either that or replace the whole distributor. And then we have to I need a new Y pipe because it got holes in it, so I just threw some of the little patch on there, exhaust patch stuff. It's like a paste and then it dries hard. I put that on there, and I need a new Y pipe and then exhaust manifolds for the Y pipe to bolt to. So that'll be like the Y pipe with the Cadillac on it is $300 and some, and then the manifolds are $100 a piece, so that's $500. So my truck's gonna be a little bit loud until I'm able to come across $500 to get that fixed. Unfortunately, might be a while. Yeah, I gotta recover from the $1,000 we just spent on everything else here. Yeah, we got a lot of trees in here, guys. Yeah, there's a lot of money worth of trees just in this one little spot. I mean, I kind of like to keep it open, but I mean, it's a log in my opinion. You got to put log in. I don't want you to have to travel forever to get to the next tree. I hate that. But it looks good with all the trees in here. It looks real good. This ain't all of them, obviously. So if I paint under every single tree, the forest needles will almost have this thing completely filled up. So I gotta pick and choose like exactly what we're gonna paint the forest needles under. If that makes sense. So maybe we can just do it under the dead ones. Maybe. Maybe. How's everybody's weekend? How was your Easter? Tell me something good. Did the Easter Bunny come to your house, Joel? He came here. I was under my truck though. Yeah, when he showed up. When he showed up at 3 in the morning. No Easter Bunny. Yeah, they're nothing spectacular these days. See, I don't know about you guys, but I think that looks great with that cover right over top of them needles. That's awesome. I think it looked good when I did it around the trees, the actual spruces. And like I would have just did this as a spruce, a little spruce forest, but maybe we could do that somewhere else. Just have nothing but spruces somewhere. Pick a spot with nothing but pine. But I like it just mixed up the way I got it. Well, you guys see it once I put all the trees back in. It's awesome. It truly is. Yeah, right? Now it's just another day, right? Yeah, it sucks getting rid of that grass after we painted all that grass in there, but it'll look good. We'll leave a weed there. I got some serious trees in here now. That's just the dead ones right there. It's just the dead ones. I got a nice variety too. So we got these dead spruces. Then we have these dead spruces. And then we have these dead spruces. And then we got the stage 5 pine, I believe that one is. Then we have the stage 6 dead pines right here. Ooh. That's stage 5 dead pine. Stage 6 dead pine. I believe that's, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so stage 6. Got them spruces, those spruces. Dead pine 4, dead pine 5. And then this one, yep. Yeah, I gotta pick, like I said, I gotta pick and choose exactly where we're gonna do the pine needles under. Okay, I'd like to do it underneath the spruces, like the live spruces too. Because it did look real good under them. But if I do all the trees, man, it's gonna be too much. I think it'll take over. I mean, we can go ahead and try it because look, if I put all the trees in, there is a lot of ground still showing, I guess. And we don't have to show that yet. These. I mean, there is a good bit of ground still showing, you know what I mean? There's just a lot of trees in there. Like right here, we got a nice bare spot there. I could fill it in, but I might actually just leave that open. See what I mean? It looks good with the variety of trees. I think so. So right where our water runs down, I kind of put just dead trees around that to leave it open. So you can see down through there. Looks good. That one. And this one, you got the two trees laying on the ground on this one. I actually came in here and logged it too. It's pretty fun. Oh, then we got one laying here with it, and we got the stump behind it that it fell off of. Tell me that don't look good. It's nice and full. It's nice and full, but it's not crazy. You know what I mean? There's still a good bit of distance between the trees. Right here, it's a lot thicker right here. Yeah, so, I mean, I guess if we did around each tree, it wouldn't be terrible. Look, it really feels like we're in the woods right now. This is awesome. I love it. Thanks, Joel. Look. We put our Alice in Wonderland mushrooms in there. Yeah, I mean, it's good logging areas that have nothing but all the same kind of tree. I mean, that's cool. But yeah, this here feels more realistic to me from my area. Like I said, there's probably a couple spots we will do something like that. It'll just be all the same species of trees there. For the most part, it is. We just got a couple of dead pines, and then we have these pines right here in there as well. yeah, we're gonna do something a little bit bigger than that, like a wider area. If we didn't have the trees so tight, I would. Probably really go around it, but we got the trees pretty tight, so I'm not. So I don't want to end up deleting all of our grass. I think if we put the needles in, we have to take the grass out. You can have a weed or two, something like that, but I put a couple more dabs of leaves under there too. And then up here I put our maple there. Then we put 2 oaks. And then we got another maple here. And I'm actually going to put some of the maple leaves out in the road here too. These trees here aren't staying here. Like I said, I just put them there so we can snag from them to put our trees in. So they're only there for the moment. Did you see this, Jewel? Did you see at the beginning of the stream where I said I was messing with the mud, trying to see what I could do about making the mud more realistic when you drove through it? I got this so far. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it though, but I got mud splattering out of the ground. Yeah. You got some mud splattering. That's like the effect that would be coming off your wheels when you ran in it. You know what I mean? Yes. And then I figured out, I did find out how to make it to where it looks like you're actually driving through it as well. See, in 19 they had the mod, what was it, real mud, but you had to go buy dirt and then put dirt down. Then you had to go get the water trailer and spray the special dirt with the special water, and it made mud. And I was trying to do something similar to that, but actually make it locked to the map. That would be sweet. But yeah, I couldn't get that to work. Like I said, I really didn't mess with it too much. It was just tinkering around in between working on the truck. Excuse me. But if we put a hole in the ground like our water hole here, okay, we can create a plane just like we would with water, and we can throw it on top of that hole just like we would with water. Just create a plane. Throw it over the hole. Like so. Alright. Then what we could do, I'm gonna put this on desktop mode. Then what we could do is we could come to our material editor. Go to games directory. US textures, terrain. Then we could do animal mud or dirt or whatever. I'm actually going to go back here. Let's go to this map. Terrain. Let's come down to river mud. Or just mud here. Alright, mud 1 diffuse. That's it. No, let's do the river mud. Maybe. River mud. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, bro. Alright. That's not what I was looking for, but we'll use it as an example. Alright, so diffuse. And then, yeah, it's definitely not what I was looking for. And it wants tangent. Yeah, so that's not what I was trying to do. I forget what mud I used on this the other day. But anyway, you would cover it and it would just look like mud there. But when you drive on it, then your wheels would sink into it like you were actually in a mud puddle. So that's how you make it look like your tractor, your truck, or whatever is sinking in the mud. But then we would have to figure out how can we get this to work with your mud hole. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's something I gotta sit here and think about, because I would love to get actual mud in here and make it as realistic as possible. That would be sweet. I don't know what you could do with shaders as far as that goes either. Blend shapes and yeah, that ain't gonna work. I actually did get that to work somehow the other day. I can't remember what it was, but I did. Yeah, I kind of want to show you with the right mud though, because it looks good. It does. Because it just looks like the ground, and then when you run over it, you would actually go down into it. But that's something we could do. I can't remember which mud I used the other day, but it was right. It looked good. Alright, but this is the sand puddle, just like we have painted down there. Alright, Joe. And then if you sunk that down right there, then it would look like the ground, but whenever you ran it over, then it would actually sink in it. But anyhow, we'll delete that. It's something we could think about, play with later. That's the only bad thing about this ground cover. It looks good while you're here, but it doesn't last very long. See how quick it disappears? Alright, but we gotta fly through this, get all these trees done. Oh, here's the thing too. Real quick, let me close this stuff so we can see. After we get that done, then we gotta come over here. And the game plan with this, I mean, it would be nice to keep what we have going here with the gray rock. See, I wish I could get this pushed back into the wall further. But anyhow, we're going to go with the tan stuff. And paint these high spots with rock. So we'll have our forest ground on a flat spot. And the verticals here, we're going to have that painted as rock. And it should come out looking pretty good. If not, we'll get rid of it and do something else, but I'm pretty confident it'll turn out pretty good. Yeah, like I said, I'd like to paint this and make this stuff bigger around each tree. But I don't want to get rid of all of our grass. We'll keep the weeds there. Get rid of the grass. Get rid of that. Try to utilize that area that didn't have nothing on it already. Alright, so boom. Boom, ski. Oops. So you gotta watch hitting the undo button when you're messing with foliage like that. You see, we accidentally painted down those things, but whenever we hit the undo button, it painted weeds down. I don't know why it does that, but it does it. I believe it did that in 19 as well. Just from backing up, it paints weeds down on you. See, that would probably make more sense too, just to paint the needles in the front, considering it is on a hill. So when this stuff fell like that, it more than likely would fall forwards. I don't know. But anyway, we'll put a little bit there, a little bit of needles around the stumps. A little bit of this cover. We'll keep those weeds. Just wanted to get rid of any of the actual grass that was still there. See, that's what I meant to do too. And maybe we'll go back and add a little bit. Oops. Yeah, see the little sticks? I want to add some of those too, where we got the around the trees, where we got the needles painted. Once we get all these trees done, then we'll go back and we'll add a couple little sticks around them. looks good when it doesn't delete the sticks and it paints that stuff around them. That's awesome. Because this is a foliage layer too, the stick. So if we try to paint it down right here, it would make our stick disappear. So whenever you get it right there to where it actually overlaps, that's sweet. Alright. So once the trees are gone, you have a little polka dot area of needles, but it looks good. It looks real good. Alright. Sweetness. Whole bunch of it. Alright, so for here too, we'll leave our little ferns there. Alright. Oh yeah. Stretch my legs. Ah. Yup. Leg stretching. We still on desktop mode. Thank you, Joe. My rule is wherever you have pine needles, you can't have grass. But right here, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this grass right here because it's like right on the edge, and it looks good. Maybe we'll get rid of this little patch right here if it'll let me. That's weird how that was just all one patch. Alright. I swear I just clicked on that. that one was pretty easy. Yeah. Alright. Man, I still gotta make ground collisions, and it's got a whole bunch to do, man. It seemed like a good idea, but taking forever. Um, uh, but I mean, I guess the good part is, I mean, it will pay off, because just that next level of detail, man, it's going to be awesome. I mean, you normally don't see that much detail in it. Alright, then like I said, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back again. And then we're gonna throw some twigs around there too, so we'll finish all of them, all the trees, and then we'll go back one and throw a few little twigs down. I did throw twigs down, but it was only where we already had the needles, like around the edge. So see how we got the twigs right here? That was the only place I did those. Yeah, like I wanted to do more bigger areas, but with all the trees we have, if I did do bigger areas, I mean, we wouldn't have nothing left as far as ground. So I'm just doing little patches around them, and once we get the rest of the trees in there, it'll be a lot. I'm just trying to work the needles around the existing grass as well. I mean, some of it you're just gonna have to take it, but just try to do what we can to work around some of it. But yeah, guys, I'm not gonna stay up too late here. I gotta, with just doing that much work to my truck and having to drive it that far, I want to kind of leave a little bit early for work. That way I can take my time getting there and not have to hammer down like I normally do. Because I don't want to put that much stress on all of that, just putting it together like that, make sure everything's going to hold up. Yeah, but the whole point behind saying that was we ain't gonna be streaming too much longer here, unfortunately. Oh wee. Oh wee wee. Yeah, it's a long walk back home if I break down up there somewhere. So yeah, I just want to take it easy on it. First day driving it that far again. It's a lot of new parts, a lot of fixed stuff. I don't want to be too rough on it right away. Let everything wear in there, find its place. But yeah, it's like, man, we got a lot to do on this map. Yeah, I need to get back to it. I shared some pictures of the map with DJ Goham, and he was supposed to be sharing it on Farm Sim News, but he never did. Alright. Sweet. I like when it does that around them sticks. That's awesome. Oop, see how it made that one disappear? There we go. It looks good till you log all the trees out. See, what I would probably do is just come in here and thin it. Instead of cutting them all out, just come in here and do a little thinning. I say that now, but then I just start cutting them all out. You see how... There's like no detail to that. That's kind of what it does to me in game. And I mean, I know it's because of my graphics card, but I need to, I guess you can go into the game XML files there and change, I know I'm saying this wrong, the Dexos, or I can't say it right, or I can't remember what exactly it's called. Dextron, Dexos, or I'm thinking of transmission oil, I think. But whatever it is, from 12 and change it down to 11, so I can play the game more smooth. Like, I can play it with it set to 12 if I'm playing a base game map, but as soon as I try to play any mod map, that's just what it does to me. It blurs out them textures like that. like I said, base game maps, it really doesn't do it too much. Every now and again, it'll kind of have something messed up, like a rock or something. But for the most part, it plays it pretty smooth. But it's like all the mod maps, it does that to me. Unless there's like nothing on the map. So whenever I do go to play, I'll have to turn it down to 11 instead of 12 until I can get a new graphics card, which the way things are going right now, it'll probably be never. But yeah, eventually, as Joel would say, you'll get it eventually. Man, all that work I did putting that grass in there. All that hard work. Just ruining it. Like that I'm okay with, because that, I mean, technically is a weed. I think it would be alright growing through them needles. Sweet. Sweet. See if we can get some of these right in between these two piles of sticks. Yeah. Sweet. Pretty much good with this one. Yeah, but definitely awesome to be back at it though, guys. I'm excited. My view rate has definitely dropped significantly since we haven't. What? How long has it been since we streamed, Joel? Like working on 2 weeks now, I think. It's crazy. Crazy, but I wanted to come in and fire up a stream, but like I gotta get this done, man. It was really irritating me too, because nothing was going right. The 7th, so 11 days ago. Yeah, almost 2 weeks. I did gain, I think, 2 subscribers throughout uh, those 2 weeks, 2 or 3. You know what, too? You know what? I think it was more than that because my Streamlabs it seems like it's actually working now too, Joel, because it's actually showing me all the people that have subscribed. So remember when I said when you unsubscribed and resubscribed, and then I broke it, and then when I got it fixed, I said now it's showing me that you subscribed. There was one subscriber after that, I think, when I streamed last. Yeah, it says 13 days ago, and then ever since then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subscribers since then, and I think one of them unsubscribed though. But it's actually showing all of me, or it's showing me those subscribers on the Streamlabs now, so it seems to be working. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 since you subscribed and unsubscribed, or unsubscribed and resubscribed, trying to test it. Yeah, definitely a good thing. Yeah, boy. I still have not, obviously I was working on a truck, but I still have not got a new and or paid for my video editor, but I need to get something done as far as that goes. That way I can get a few Let's Plays or something out there for you guys that do watch that. And I apologize for the ones that do, that I haven't done any. Look, hit the undo button, and it pop the weed in there on me. I don't know why it does that. I really don't. Oopsie. Look at that. That's sweet. Yeah, man. I like when it gets right up under there. That's awesome. Yep, almost done with that batch of trees. I knew it was going to take a little time, but it's taking a little bit of time. Alright. I forgot I even put that little tree in there. I used one. I popped one in there. Just so I could use it. Alright. Well, show you guys what I did here. So obviously we had these little bit of bushes, and then our maple tree because we needed it for a reason for our leaves to be there. And then I wanted another maple up here so I could put some on the road. And just to offset those two, I put two oaks. Big one, small one, then right here's an olive tree. I think that's the biggest of all the olive trees. I forgot to put that tree stump there. Yeah, so olive tree. So it's forest, and then like a little grass area with a couple regular trees. Back to forest. So that's what that is. Again, I gotta figure out if I'm just keeping this grass. Well, obviously we're gonna put trees there. Loggable trees. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with the ground so as of right now. And then down here we had just the bushes. So I'm gonna show you what we did with that as far as trees go. Because when I put in all the trees just a minute ago, I did not add these back to it to show you guys. So we'll go ahead and add these back. Small, medium, and large. That's what we got there. Around that guy. Then up here we added some too, so I think we got same thing. One small, one medium, and one large up there. Around this pipe. These here, I mean, they're actually placeable trees. But in game, obviously you can't cut them down. I guess it's just like a bush you'd have to mow it over, or it's just stuck there. But there's that. That's what our ground's looking like so far. See, I was kind of wanting to just leave it without doing this. Just so once you did log it all out, it wouldn't look crazy. It would just look like it did. But yeah, trying to think of what everything's going to look like after it's logged too. But anyhow, we're going to continue that, and then we will jump over here and start getting our forest ground on that. Or we are going to jump over here, next thing, and do whatever it is that we're going to do with this. So the game plan was to paint rock along these walls here, and then force ground on the flat. So with that being said, that's what we're doing next. Next up, but it's already 20 after 5, guys, so I'm gonna shut it down for this one. Good to be back, good to see you guys. Glad you guys showed up too. Support the channel, and hopefully everything goes well with this journey I'm about to make in the truck tomorrow. So if you see me on the stream tomorrow, you know I made it home nice and safe. If you don't see me, something probably happened. So man, that sucks now, because now the little polka dots is in that reflection. I'm gonna have to try to get the trees. I gotta try to get the trees to reflect. But anyway, that's it for this one, guys. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, hit that subscribe button, mash them notification bells. Thanks for supporting the channel, and I'm out. Doses. Alright, Joel, we'll see ya. Have a good one. Oh.